creator of Flesh and Blood trading card game. Cancelled the national championship program across the world, so very expensive making trading card game. So go all in. This is the gold pack, and it's a very special feature of Part the Miss Whale. Yeah, New Moon, she is that. Hello, and thank you for inviting me for this interview. I appreciate the opportunity. My name is James White. I'm the CEO and founder of Legend Story Studios and the creator of Flesh and Blood trading card game. Absolutely, I've been playing cards my whole life. Once Magic came out in the mid 1990s and it came to New Zealand, and I started playing Magic, and I traveled all around the world playing Magic when I was a teenager and in my early 20s. And then I became very involved in a lot of different games. We were the distributor for Yu-Gi-Oh! We support all of the stores across New Zealand for Yu-Gi-Oh! And run all the big tournaments, the conventions, the national championships, a lot of independent big events in New Zealand as well for Yu-Gi-Oh! We did that for more than 10 years. But in general, I just have a great love for trading card games, all the different kinds of games. I've played many of those different games: Duel Masters, Versus System, World of Warcraft, Shaman King, like just so many. I love trading card games. But my biggest dream was to create my own trading card game, which is what I did in Flesh and Blood. So living in New Zealand, we are a long way from most of the world, and there was maybe only a small opportunity for playing the TCG at the high level, and for Magic in particular, which is the game I personally played the most when I was in my previous years. The one tournament that we really look forward to every year was the National Championship. This is the one tournament. Wizards of the Coast make some changes, and then they cancel the National Championship program across the world. So now as a New Zealand player, instead of having one tournament to look forward to, we have 0 tournament to look forward to. And I feel very upset about that as a player. So I want to, instead of be upset and complain, I'm going to do something about this. I'm going to make a better system for the fans around the world who maybe feel this. There was one reason to get me started. My wife and I, we go all in. Sell everything, sell our house, sell a business, sell a collection, and then still get support from friends and family, and get just enough money to go and make Welcome to Wraith, our first booster set, and very expensive making trading card game. So I was, like I say, play Magic for a very long time. I have a lot of very beautiful Magic cards, especially Alpha Power 9. Around 50 pieces of Power 9 and mini Alpha, mini Beta, and also all in, push all in. Yeah. So it was like emotional, because these were things I love a lot and collect over 20 years. But I believe in Flesh and Blood. I say we've got to give everything to make this successful. So I think it's on my Facebook actually. Take a photo of the Alpha Power 9 with some Flesh and Blood. It was like the first printing of the Flesh and Blood cards, like next to them. This was maybe, I think it was the day I actually sold the rest of my Alpha Power 9. It was like, and the photo has them next to each other, and it says, my past, my future. I think it's a great game. And a lot of people around the world think it's a great game now as well. So sometimes you just have to believe and take the leap, and then let God, let the universe take care of the rest. Hopefully the world will like this game. So it took 7 years to design the game system of Flesh and Blood. We started 2012. It was myself and one other person. His name is Chris Gearing. He's one of our lead developers and product engineer now. So he's still with Legend Story Studios 13 years later. So the core, you can say, spirit of Legend Story Studios is really made from quite competitive gamers. For me, I come from a background of a very competitive player. Like I say, I traveled all around the world in my younger years and play very competitively, and I love this opportunity to we talk about it all the time, play the game and see the world, but the tournament was the purpose or the reason to go to these different places, to chase the competitive spirit. We have 50 staff based in New Zealand, and many of these people I've been playing trading card games with for many years, and I have a lot of deep connection with people who are also very passionate about trading card games. So we bring all these people together to make Legendary Studios, and that's why we are based in Auckland, New Zealand. Firstly, I want to make a fantasy-based game. And secondly, I want it to be about you play as a hero and make it feel like an RPG where you get to have your weapons and you get to have equipment, and this is how you start the game. The other thing I wanted to achieve is when you're a hero and you come to fight, I feel like you should come to the fight already at your strongest, and then as you fight more, you slowly get weaker, you get tired, and your equipments start to break because you defend with them and you wear down over the game. And instead of like many games where you start with nothing and you slowly build up, it's like the opposite for most game system. I think this is an interesting concept because many games you start slow, maybe a little bit boring at the start, and eventually get exciting at the end. With Flesh and Blood, from the first turn you can do your most powerful thing, so the game starts exciting, and then the end of the game for Flesh and Blood becomes interesting because hero is like wearing out, so you have to find some innovative ways or some like unpredictable ways of using your bad weak cards to actually finish the game, which is a very interesting dynamic. So we started 2012 with some of these, you can call them vision or kind of structure of what we want to achieve. But then it takes 7 years of every single day we're playing to work out how to take the goal and turn it into a game. So this is when I had the distribution company, but the development of this would happen around these other work we have to do, and of course a lot of nighttime work, a lot of weekend work. Any spare time, we just always developing Flesh and Blood. The other thing which was important about the 7 years is it takes a long time to really understand a game system. A lot of the games that have come out and died over the years, a few different reasons why they die, but one of them is they actually haven't managed the evolution of the game over many years, and things like power creep can kill games, or actually can't make new sets which are better than old sets, so no one wants the new sets and things like that. So you have to have an understanding, a roadmap of how your game system will evolve for many years in a healthy way, and we really focus on this during the 7 years to understand that, and you can see with Flesh and Blood product release that I think we've been very successful at managing that roadmap. When we're creating a product like Part de Misfell, any of our booster set, it typically has 12 weeks of development. We have a team of 14 game developers. All day, every day is play Flesh and Blood very competitively to make sure that this booster set is balanced for the competitive play. So the Water Wraith is made up of the 8 regions, and each region has its own unique culture and identity, and things from the real world inspire each of these different regions. So we can even look at Mysteria, which is the new set just come out, is definitely have a huge inspiration from the Japanese historical history. Not just Japan, but you can say, well, it is like the Asian theme area of our world, but I would say it's more inspired by Japanese culture and history than anywhere else. And then you can look at something like Volcor, which it's also an Asian themed area of our world. You could say maybe is more inspired by like the Chinese Three Kingdoms story, something like that. And very specifically the Solana in the center of Wraith. It's the classic European medieval style. My favorite story when I was young, a young boy, which was King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. When I was 8 years old, my grandparents took me to England to travel around for 6 weeks to visit, and most importantly to visit King Arthur's castle in Tintagel. Definitely a lot of, I guess, childhood inspiration to come into that region especially. Set Welcome to Wraith, hero in there, Dorinthia, I create in memory of my grandma. Her name was Dorothea, so Dorinthia is like my expression of my love for my grandma. She's a very special lady for me. She's also the person playing cards with me from when I was very young. The classic games like bridge and euchre and cribbage. From 4 years old, we would play like every weekend. I would stay with her and we play the classic games. Maybe I can thank her for creating my great love for playing card games, to be honest. Oh, I mean, it's an incredible event. You can't ask for more than sell out the event. But more than that, the whole venue has just been packed, especially Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday, the queue was so long for the Learn to Play area. Maybe they make me happier than anything, to be honest. See how many new people have turned up to try Flesh and Blood for the very first time this weekend. And so many new stores from across Japan have come to this event. I talked to a lot of the travelers. The most common thing they say is, I always wanted to come to Tokyo. Thank you for putting the event here to give me the reason to come and just have such a good time here, including myself. So this weekend is just the start of Flesh and Blood, particularly for the Japanese community and players. The next goal for everybody here is to get to the World Championship, which is in Osaka in November. So that's a $300,000 US prize pool tournament. You'll be about 1,000 of the best players in the world come to Japan for that, and we really hope to see a big turnout of the Japanese community. If we can get 1,000 Japanese players coming along to that event would be amazing. But this is going to be opportunity for the Japanese players between now and November to really master the game and show the whole world that they really are the champions of trading card games, like they've proven so many times for many different game systems across multiple decades, that Japanese have the brilliant mind to be the champion of trading card games. So one more time, they need to prove to the world they can do it for Flesh and Blood in Osaka in November. This is the gold pack, and it's a very special feature of Part of them as well. This pack is, you can find it in about 1 in 20 display. It's like a secret hidden pack that is hiding beneath the mist veil of the booster, so you've got to get all the way down to the bottom of the box, and maybe if you're lucky you'll have the gold pack. But this is available in the standard booster. So for Flesh and Blood, we don't have all different kind of booster packs, collector pack and normal pack. We just have one pack. It's a Flesh and Blood booster pack. Yeah, let's have a look inside one of these. So inside the gold pack, you get the Spectral Shield. You get 2 versions of the Spectral Shield, which are the alternate art version compared to the normal one. But the special card that everybody is super excited about is the Hidden Hero. So actually growing up, I play a lot of console game and video game in my younger years, and some of my favorite game was things like Mortal Kombat in particular, where you have the hidden character that you have to unlock. And I think this is something Japanese designed video game was the first to create this idea of you have to discover or unlock the secret characters, and I always thought it was a very, very cool thing. So we wanted to try and also bring that into this product experience. Yeah, New Moon, she is that secret hero, the secret character that you can unlock if you're lucky and find the gold pack and part the Misfell booster display.